Good morning, all of you. Today we are going to continue our miscellaneous exercise. Yesterday we solved our miscellaneous exercise till question number 11. So today we are going to solve the remaining of this exercise. Question number 12 given to us is find sets A, B and C such that A intersection B intersection C and A intersection C are non-empty sets. Okay, so question number 12 is they are asking to find A, B and C. These are three sets that we have to find. Okay, such that A intersection B is finite. Finite means some element is common there. Similarly for B intersection C and similarly for C intersection A. But one more thing they are asking about that A intersection B intersection C should be phi. That no element should be common in all of them. Okay, now it is very easy. You can just think in your mind. Suppose we take A as 1 and 2. Okay, B as 2 and 3. So what is A intersection B? A intersection B is 2. Now I can take it as 1 and 3. B intersection C is what? 3. And C intersection A is 1. You can see that all the three are finite. Some element is there. But if you are going to find A intersection B intersection C, then you will find that no element is common in all. So it is one of example. You can take any other. That's your choice. Okay. Now question number 13 is in a survey of 600 students in a school. Means a survey was done on 600 students of a school. 150 were found drinking tea. Okay, 150 drinking tea. 225 taking coffee. 225 coffee. 100 taking both. 100 were there who take tea and coffee. Okay. How many students were taking neither tea nor coffee? Means out of 600 there were students who took neither tea nor coffee. Okay, means some students were there who are not taking tea also and coffee also. So we are going to find that number. Okay, now look, first of all we will find the students who are taking either tea or coffee. Okay, either tea or coffee means we have to take their union. So we are going to find union of them. So we will find number of students who are taking tea or coffee, means their union. So how are we going to find that? With our formula that we studied in exercise 1.6. That is n of t plus n of c minus n of t intersection c. Okay, this we are going to find. N of t given to us is 150 plus n of c is 225 minus n of t intersection t. T intersection c means which take both tea as well as coffee, that are 100. So at last we will get 275. Means there were 275 students who took either tea or coffee. So what we are going to find? This means what? This bar means that are not taking. Sorry. sorry, we are going to write N union C dash. Dash means what? That the elements that are not in A but in our universal set. So that means what? 600, that was our universal set. Total number of students minus number of students who are taking tea or coffee, that are 275. So what do we get? We get 325. So there were 325 students from those 600 students who are not taking tea and not taking coffee also. Okay. Now question number 14, it is quite easy. You can solve on your own. Okay, so I am solving question number 15 now. Question number 15. In a survey of 60 people, means total people is equal to 60 given to us. Okay, it was found that 25 people read newspaper H. Okay, so N of H, we can say them, the number of people who read newspaper H, that are how many? 25. Okay, similarly N of T. N of T means number of people who read newspaper T are 26. Who read I means there were 3 newspapers H, G and I was read by 26 people. Okay, more what they have given to us is 9 read both H and I, that means intersection or union. If and is used, intersection, and if or is used, then union. So N of H intersection I, that is given to us 9. 11 read both H and T, so N of H intersection T, that is 11. And 8 read both T and I, so N of T intersection I, that are 8. Okay. 3 read all 3 newspapers, means N O H intersection T intersection I is given to us 3. Okay, it is the whole equation provided to us. Okay, and now they are asking 2 things: number of people who read at least one of the newspapers, number of people who read exactly one newspaper. Okay, so first of all, with the given information we are going to draw a Venn diagram. Okay, so this will be a Venn diagram. Okay, it is our universal set. It is the set of people who read newspaper H. It is the set of people who read newspaper T. And it is the set of people who read newspaper I. Okay. Now this question can be solved using Venn diagram only, just directly. Okay, we have to not use any formula. So we will write all the given information provided to us. Okay, so we will start from those that is common in all. Okay, so this number of people who read all the 3 newspapers are 3. Okay, number of people Now next, what is given that 8 read both T and I. Means 8 people are there who read both the newspapers. Okay, that are given 8. So 5. 5 I am writing here because out of these 8 people, out of the 8 people who read newspaper T and I, 3 are those who read newspaper H also. Okay, so those are written here. And the remaining ones that do not read newspaper H, only T and I are 5. Okay, understood? Only this thing we have to understand here, and after that our question will be easy. Okay, similarly for other two, it is given that 11 read both H and T. Means 11 are there who read newspaper H and T. So 3 are already listed in this area, so remaining are 8. So 8 people are those who read only these two newspapers, not newspaper I. Okay, and because this is the reason of people who read these both newspapers, and if you total them you will get our answer 11. Okay, similarly for in the case of H and I, 9 people are there who read them, so we write 6 here. Okay, it was only the main point about this question which you was required to understand, and I hope you understood it. If you are not able to understand, please watch this video again. Okay, and if you still have any problem, then you may ask through WhatsApp. We will try to solve this question and in any other way, but it is the simplest way, so you must understand it only. Okay, now the remaining information. Okay, 25 people are there who read newspaper H. Okay, so in this region, this complete, we have to make 25 people. Okay, 8 are listed here, 3 here and 6 here, so total is 17. So 17 we have written already, so remaining one are 8. Okay, understood? Similarly, 26 read newspaper T. 26 are there who read this newspaper, but A and 8, 16 we have written already, so remaining are 10. So 10 people are there who read newspaper T only, not any other. Okay, so in this region, that is not in common with other circles, that will show that only one newspaper they are reading. Okay, for newspaper I, how many people read it? 26. So but how many we have written? 9, 5, 14. So 12 people are there who read only newspaper I, not any other. Okay, now using this we can find our question, both the values. So first is number of people who read at least one of the newspaper. Number of people who read at least one newspaper. Okay, so at least one newspaper means what? That maybe they are reading one, or maybe they are reading two, or maybe they can read all the three. Okay, so first of all we list who are reading only one. So that are 8, 12 and 10. 8 plus 10 plus 12. Okay, now who are reading 2? So that are 6, 8 and 5. 6 plus 8 plus 5. Now who are reading all the 3? That are 3. Now we can add them and we get our answer. So it becomes 30 plus 30, sum of these 3 and sum of 30. 14 their sum is 14 and there is 8. So what we get? 52. So 52 people were there. Out of those 60 who were reading at least one newspaper. Okay, that means what? That 8 people were there who were not reading any of the newspapers. So that we will list outside every circle. Okay, it was our first. Now second part, what do they ask? They are asking number of people who read exactly one newspaper. Okay, so those will be what? That will be this 12, this 10 and 8. So 8 plus 10 plus 12, so it is 30. So 30 people are there who read only one newspaper, and 52 people out of the 60 were there who were reading at least one newspaper. So last question is, in a survey it was found that 21 liked product A, 26 liked product B, 29 liked product C. If 14 liked product A and B, 12 liked product C and A, 14 liked product B and C, 8 liked all the 3 products, how many liked product C only? So this question also you have to solve in this way. Okay, only I am writing that what information is given to you. So you yourself have to make its Venn diagram and then find your result. Okay, so it is given that number of people who like product A are 21, number of people who like product B are 26, and who like product C are 29. Number of people who like product A and product B, and means intersection. Okay, so those are 14. Number of people who like product A and C, that means A intersection C, that are 12, and 14 are those who like product B and C. 14, sorry. Okay, and out of these 8 were those who liked all the 3 products. Liked all the 3 products means N of A intersection B intersection C is equal to 8. Okay, it is the information given to you. Let me draw a rough diagram so that you can understand what you have to find out. So say this is our Venn diagram. It is set of people who like in product A, this for product B, and this for product C. In the question they have asked how many like product C only, means the answer, the number that you like in this region, this, that is not common with A or B and is only in C, this region, shaded region. Whatever you will write, that will be your answer. Okay, it's your homework to find it out. Okay, now our chapter 1 is completed. So complete your notebook till chapter 1 and revise this chapter. Okay, thank you.